Oh, it's too late for that shit. If you enjoyed that, smash that like button, please, and sub. Thanks. Well, guys, I'll tell you one thing. This card has indeed surprised me, and man, he looks cooked. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He looks cooked. Before we get into his stats though, welcome to the channel. My name is Tiki and I hope you guys all enjoy this player review. Today we are looking at Prime Moments Kluivert, who you can complete as a loan or get his full version for relatively a decent price. The loan costs next to nothing, and then the SBC version of him does cost around 725k on PlayStation, and then on Xbox he comes around 675,000, which isn't too much of an asking price when you look at this card. Now, let's deep dive into his stats. He is indeed 6'2", high-low work rate, right-footed, 4-star, 5-star. 5-star is a new addition to this card, and I'll tell you what, that 5-star is going to come in real clutch for a lot of people, and that's the reason why the likes of Ben Yedder are so expensive. Because that 5-star really does make a difference. Anyway, enough jib jabbering, let's get onto his face card stats. He has 89 pace, 86 dribbling, 93 shooting, 43 defending, 82 passing, and 84 physical. There's some juicy stats. Okay, pace-wise, he looks absolutely phenomenal. Shooting-wise, you can't really complain at all. 94 attack positioning, 97 finishing, 93 shot power, 85 long shots, 86 volleys, and 85 penalties. You do not need to touch them with the game style whatsoever. And then passing wise, he looks very, very well rounded as well. 82 across the board, 86 vision, 70 crossing, 80 free kick accuracy, 87 short passing, 80 long passing, and 79 curve. But that does mean he's not going to be the most effective when it comes to finesse shots, and that is something to take into consideration. Anyway, moving on to dribbling. 79 agility, 78 balance, 91 reactions, 91 ball control, 84 dribbling, and 87 composure. So this guy is going to be cool and collected on the ball and when he shoots. And then defending, we don't need to really talk about it, but physical wise, man, this guy steps up to the plate. Having the frame and body strength to body people off the ball, this guy looks to be a very interesting prospect, especially for the coins. And then player trait wise, he does indeed have flair, power header, and outside of foot trait. Very good traits there, but the one thing that is missing is finesse shot trait. I would have liked him to have had the trait, but he doesn't quite have it. So that means power shots are pretty much the way to go. But man, I've got his baby card and I hated his baby card. So this card really has something to prove. I was really skeptical about getting this card, but we'll see how he goes.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, where to start with this card? I mean, his physical stats are unreal, and the thing you should really take note is having that ability to hold left trigger or L2 in around the box or just anywhere on the field. People don't know what to do, and that's what I found. Even playing in Div 1 and FUT Champs, people just had no idea what on earth to do. So use his physical stats to your advantage and don't be afraid to hold left trigger every now and again and just see what your opponent does. It might allow you to turn quickly, it might just hold up the ball and allow runners, but regardless of when you use it, it'll be effective. Meanwhile, another pro is his raw power, the pace, the dribbling, the physical. Nothing is stopping this guy. He just runs and runs and runs, especially with high stamina and that stocky build. He's really a freight train. Not very many people can stop him dead in his tracks. Then we move on to his finishing, and I'll tell you what, this guy has a rocket of a left and a right. That 5-star weak foot comes in so clutch at times. However, dabbling into that con, no finesse shot trait. Power-wise, he's absolutely phenomenal. Finesse shots, he can hit them every now and again, but they're not very consistent. So, in saying that, use that rocket of a left and right foot and score some goals. And then we move into the discussion with all icons, and that is, do they feel like an icon? This guy, by all means, he feels like an icon, no doubt about it. And that's because, really, I don't think I've used a single player quite like this guy. So, for those of you that are after nostalgia, this guy does feel a little bit like what Ibra's Team of the Year / Team of the Season card felt like a couple years back at PSG, just without the 5-star skills. Obviously he's obviously not as good as that, but I'll tell you what, he has just something about him that just works. And then dribbling wise, he actually surprised me. To me, he didn't feel clunky at all, but that might be because I was playing him with a basic, but that's not to deter from the fact he does feel quite solid on the ball despite his height and what his card stats suggest. So that is something to take note. And I know we've touched on physical stats a lot in these pros, but he really has an aerial ability. 6'2" with the jumping stats and heading accuracy. If this scenario does arise, you really don't enjoy your players squandering opportunities. And I'll tell you what, in the air, this guy's not going to miss, and he's going to be able to out jump the likes of Van Dijk, etc, etc. So that is a very, very good thing to have in your arsenal just in case the opportunity does arise. And then being an icon, he links to everybody, but being Dutch, he does actually have quite a few more links than a lot of other nations do. He does bring a lot of chemistry to the table for a lot of teams, but that does come at a very, very big asking price. He does come in at around 800k on Xbox and 900k on PlayStation, but 700k SBC wise, that price can be reduced with fodder as well, but regardless, it is a pretty steep asking price. So overall, would I say this card is worth it? Enjoyment factor wise, I'm actually going to give him a 9.1. And I'll tell you what, this guy pleasantly surprised me. When you compare this card to his baby, who I've used for a number of games and I just do not like at all, just really the pure force and physicality of this card combined with that 5-star weak foot just makes for an unreal combination. So really, that's what justifies the 9.1. And then value for coins, I'm going to give him an 8.4. And then the reason for that is for 700 to 900k, you can get a lot and a lot of very good players. You can get CR7, you can get Mbappe, you can get a combination of Messi and Neymar. It's a very interesting conversation you're going to have with yourself if you do consider this card. So really for me, if you guys are looking to pick up this card, I would suggest you try out his loan card first, just to make sure he is right for you. And then when you consider the SBC value in comparison to the market value, I would actually suggest, rather than doing the SBC, unless you can do him really cheap, I would actually suggest you buy them off the market just to keep those coins liquid, so you can actually upgrade your team if you do look to get rid of him. However, lads, that is all for the review, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if this review did help you out, just let me know down below. Also, don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button down below. Yeah, I don't like asking people to sub, but like, it'd mean the world to me, so please do. Anyway, lads, it's been your boy Tiki, and I will look to catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.